in the News. My guest today is Mardia Turnbow. She says that your name at birth is significant to your purpose and destiny in life. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, baby.
How interesting is it to know what's in your name? Tell our audience, why is it important to know the meaning of their name?
Well, Faith, there's a certain greatness that's locked up in our names, and oftentimes we look on the outside to try to find out and discover the purpose in our lives, but God has given us an identifier, and He has given us that name, and it's a special gift from God. You know, God inspires our parents to name us whatever we're named, and it's up to us to discover what our name means and what that particular purpose in our life is.
Now, speaking of meaning, is there a difference between the Webster Dictionary of your name and then what's in your name?
Well, actually, Webster's Dictionary is not going to give you your name, so to speak. It will give you the definition of a name, and the definition of a name is an identifier. It identifies a different person. You know, between you and I, your name is Faith, my name is Mardia, and that's that identifier.
Okay, so what does your name mean?
My name means a bright flame.
A bright flame.
Yes.
So how did you get it? Is this a profession of yours? Do you actually do this, tell people what the meaning of their name is? You do that for a living?
Yes, I do. I have a company that's located inside the Indiana Discount Mall, excuse me, located 3585 Commercial Drive here in Indianapolis, where you can come into our shop and we will give you the meaning of your name along with a brief profile of your name, Faye, and then we will put it on a beautiful art background.
How did you come into this profession? I mean, to talk about people's names. How did you, so many people in the world, how did you come into this profession?
Well, I had such an unusual name, and I could never really find, I looked all over, searched all over to try to find the meaning of my name. And then I came up on this program one day, and it gave me the meaning of my name, and then it gave me this profile that came along with my name. And that profile fit my character traits so very deeply, it kind of touched me, and I'm like, well, you know, other people, I'm quite sure, that have a unique names, they don't know the meaning of their names. So that's when I decided that I would get the program, and I actually, you know, God just birthed it into my spirit, and I actually started a business out of it.
Well, now, I think I know the meaning of my name. Now, my name is now Faith. Is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. So now, what do you say the profile of my name is?
Well, Faith, actually.
Oh, wow. Woo-hoo. What is that?
Actually, the origin of your name, Faith, is English, and it's from the Latin name of faith. The meaning of your name is fides, which means the word. And then the profile of your name, Faith, it says that you're a sensible person with sensible emotions. It says that nothing can buy your good name. And it says you don't stay down for long. And in relationships, it says many people will find you their best friend. And travel and leisure, it says who better to travel with than Faith. And career and money, it says a career in television would suit Faith. And life opportunities, Faith, it says a survivor. It says she will always bounce back and be ready again.
Whoa, that's me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, well, you know what? Our time is up. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and telling me about my name. And, of course, television is me. And if our viewers want to get in contact real quick, what's your phone number?
My phone number, Faith, is 317-487-9768.
Thank you, Mardia. Back to you, Marilyn.
Thank you, Faith. Good morning. My name is Merlin Gonzalez. My guest today is Mission Coordinator Facundo Cortez. Welcome to Religion in the News, Facundo.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm honored.
You wear many hats, so tell us first about Barnabas Ministries.
Barnabas Ministry International is something that my wife and I spend some time with our pastor praying and seeking the Lord. And after about 3 months, then we launched in October 2010, Barnabas Ministry International. And basically what it is to pray and to encourage and to support missions, Hispanic missions worldwide.
Now you do have a heart for missions, especially for the Hispanics.
Very definitely. I'm Hispanic, of course, with the name Facundo Cortez Jr., but also being raised in Texas and being a home missionary, and also I've done a number of short-term missions. My wife and I are the missions outreach coordinators for our church, and it's in our blood.
You mentioned about your church as the missions coordinator. So what's your church name, and where is it at?
Our home church is Wellspring Church, and it's in Pendleton, Indiana. and we've been there about 6 years. The church is about 8 years old.
Oh, okay. So, what else do you do besides mission coordinator, founder of Barnabas, and missions coordinator for your church?
Well, I'm on the church council. I'm also the janitor, and many other things that I wear. We're involved in outreaches to the community, and we are really allowing the Lord to use us. One of the other things that we do is I'm the one of the area coordinators for Faith, Hope, and Love, which has been an awesome opportunity for us to really be used by God.
We only have 1 more minute, but briefly tell us what happened honoring our heroes last week.
Last January, we started the process of having one of our projects for Faith, Hope, and Love, and one of them was to honor our hometown heroes, and that was the police, the fire, and EMT people, and we decided to do a picnic for them and their families, and it just came at the very opportune time after the shooting that happened in Pendleton. And the personnel there were so pleased that we were able to honor them. We had banners from the churches. People relaxed and enjoyed. It was a wonderful time.
Wow, what a great ministry that is, and also the other ministries that you have. Thank you again for being with us.
Thank you.
Back to you, Lori.
Thanks, Merlin. Good morning, I'm Lori Cobian. When we return, my guest talks about how he uses his faith in his auction company. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Religion in the News. My guest today is Jack Christie. He is the president of Christie's of Indiana. Welcome to the show, Jack. We're so glad to have you this morning.
Good morning, and thank you for letting me be a part of the show.
Well, thank you. Well, Jack, tell us a little bit about Christie's auction.
Well, thank you. Christie's is 37 years old. We're a faith-based auction company on the south side of Indianapolis, and I'm excited to tell you a little bit about it. Each and every Wednesday, we have a market day. We have 4 buildings with 5 auctioneers selling at the same time, and each one has their own product. However, we begin each and every Wednesday in a prayer service. We just wanted to rejoice in what the Lord has done. In on that prayer meeting at 8 o'clock, we get people come in that have their loved ones maybe passed away or going through bankruptcy or divorce, whatever it may happen to be. And we get to share our faith with them and console with those people. Then after that, we get to go to market day, and we sell all kinds of stuff out to the general public. It's a lot of fun. But each and every day I'm out of the marketplace, I'm with someone that's either lost their loved one, either going through a divorce or going through bankruptcy. So we get to give the saving grace of Jesus Christ out to those people that need that consoling in our particular work. And today, we're excited to tell you that we also have an auction school that's in session. And we see amazing things come. The people are coming all across the nation. We have 2 Canadians in our class this time. In doing so, we see a real transition with what the Lord's doing in there. We had a son and father that were estranged that came to the school, and they were able to get back together just going through auction school, learning to be an auctioneer.
Right, right. What is the age for anyone who's interested in getting into the auction?
We have anywhere from 18 to 80 that want to become auctioneers.
Wow.
So they can learn how to become an auctioneer and then go out there and start their own business.
Right. How long ago did you start Christie's?
I started Christie's 37 years ago, and we're a family organization. I have 2 other brothers that own the company, my son, my daughter, nieces, nephew. Everybody's there to help out and assist people.
Wow. It sounds really exciting. And then the other thing I would ask is, being the president of it, the people that come in off the streets into there and they're not sure what they're walking into, are the people, are they really helpful, and do they feel like things are coming together for them when they walk in there? Can they feel the presence?
We do. We want people to feel just a little bit different about here. They're warm and friendly. Just show the face of Jesus if they can. They can come in there and just be a part of the
Jack,
action.
we really appreciate your time this morning, and we thank you. And now over to you, Jeffrey.
Thanks, Lori. Good morning. I'm Jeffrey Payne. My guest today is Alfonso Owensby, and he is the founder of Gospel After 5. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff.
Welcome to the show, and thanks for making time for us. Tell us, what is Gospel After 5?
Well, Gospel After 5 is a vehicle of diversity. It reaches out to families and cultures, and it gives families and cultures an alternative in music and entertainment. It stems from the book of Ephesians when it talks about the fivefold ministry. You have apostles, you have pastors, you have ministry leadership. Without the gospel, the music and entertainment cannot be true. I just think people should be about what they sing about.
Thus the title, Gospel After 5. That is outstanding. I know initially when I first heard it, I thought it was Gospel After 5 o'clock, but there's a purpose in that. That is outstanding.
Yes.
Now, what can people expect when they come to one of your programs?
Well, it's exciting. Live band, live music, entertainment, comedy. You got all sorts of music that deals with comedy and music together. Poetry on another level. You're dealing with Bible characters and women and men in the Bible with monologues and poetry. And also cabaret setting, just a great time for a family.
That's outstanding.
Yes.
Now, it's also a situation where it's not just music and entertainment, it's also food. I hear you have catering?
Exactly. So when you want to get your eat on, when you come out to, to praise God, you can also have some food as well as relaxation.
That is great. What's the price range for tickets for an event like that?
About $25 for a ticket. You can get all of that with $25. And some nights it might be less, depending on the entertainment. Just trying to reach out to the family so they can come comfortably and have an alternative artistically.
That's great. Now tell us, where and when will this debut?
Well, that's exciting as well. The 15th of September is our grand opening. That day, it starts at 7 o'clock promptly. It's going to be at the Washington Square Mall on the east side of town. Many of you know where that is. Just be there and just have a good time with God.
That's great.
Yes.
And now, for those of you who are watching and listening, they've renovated the old theater in the Washington Square Mall over near Target and Foot Action shoe store. And looking forward to how they have renovated this place, and it looks very, very special.
Yes.
We're looking forward to having you on that program, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And looking forward to great things happening.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yes, sir. JR?
Thanks, Jeff. Well, that's it for today's Religion in the News. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to tune in to next month's edition of Religion in the News.